Twisty Storytime Adventures. Mr. Twisty Storytime Adventures. Mr. Twisty Storytime Adventures. Here comes Mr. Twisty.
Hi again. My name is Chad, but everybody calls me Mr. Twisty. I love to read, tell stories, share really bad dad jokes, make balloon animals, and do magic. This show is meant to put all of those things in a jar, shake them vigorously, and the result, Mr. Twisty's Storytime Adventures. I love to read just about anything, but I don't always read stories. One of my favorite things to read? Joke books. Oh, do I love my bad dad jokes. Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke? He won the Nobel Prize. I could go on and on and on, but I have a show to do. Each episode, I'll read you one of my favorite stories so we can go on a magical adventure to the land of fiction where anything is possible, like talking dogs. Which dogs are good at science? Well, labs are. Anyway, welcome to my tree fort where we'll meet for each week's adventure. My tree fort isn't up high in a tree because, well, I'm afraid of heights. Some people think it's just a clubhouse, but I like to think of it as my tree fort on the ground. Each week, I get to share a story written by a friend of mine. Each week, I'll bring you a story I hope you've never heard before, and hopefully one you will absolutely love. Why are dachshund jokes bad? Oh, they're way too short. Oh, my jokes are bad, but I have a lot of them. What do you get when you cross a dog with therapy? Well, today's story, Vinny Goes to Therapy by my friend Brittany. I'm Vinny. As you can see, I'm a dog, full of fluff, slobbery kisses, and cuddly hugs. I love to play with my family, especially my sister Alexandra and brother Anthony. Oh, they rub my belly and sneak me lots of treats at dinner. I always have happy feelings when I'm with them. Sometimes I have rough days when I feel sad, angry, and even scared. Do you ever feel that way? I told my dad, and he told me how I can get help to feel better. So I started going to therapy to speak with someone who can help me feel my emotions and handle them in a good way. This person is called a therapist. Would you like to come with me? I can't wait to embark on this new journey together. Have you ever been to therapy? Sometimes trying new things can give me nervous feelings, but I'm so happy I decided to go. My therapist's name is Brittany. She always welcomes me into her office and helps me feel very comfortable. I feel so safe with my therapist, and I know I can tell her anything. A therapist can help us with our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and teach us how to deal with them in a healthy way. Sometimes our thoughts, feelings, and emotions can feel too big to handle alone. It's okay. It happens. Together, my therapist and I learn to speak in a new way that helps me feel comfortable and confident. I like to think of my sessions with Brittany as my time. It's always a positive experience. Brittany helps me name my feelings and identify where I feel them in my body. She also helps me express my feelings and teaches me ways I can help myself, both by talking and by playing. How do you usually talk about your feelings? Here, try it with me. I feel because you did it. I'm so proud of you. Playing at therapy is so much fun. Play therapy is a great way to help you express yourself or communicate your feelings. We play with stuffed animals, toy cars, and dollhouses. These are all things that help me learn how to play with others and manage my feelings, and to solve problems too. I also like to draw and show off my artistic skills. Drawing my feelings is another great way I can learn how to talk about them. Sometimes it's hard to explain how I'm feeling, so drawing helps me. Does this happen to you too? I've learned so much through playing with my therapist. Isn't going to therapy pawsome? I know it's not always easy talking about big emotions or hard things in your life. That's why it's very good to go and talk with a therapist who will help make it easier. Here's a list of emotions and feelings. Can you tell me a time when you felt these things too? Happy, angry, sad, scared. Now that you've learned your emotions, here are a couple of coping skills you can learn too. Coping skills are things that can help you calm your upset feelings. If you can, grab your grown-up and give these a try. Can you think of a time when you could have used these skills? How do you think you would have felt if you used these skills then? How do you think you could use these skills next time you have upset feelings? Take slow, calm breaths. Be sure not to blow the flame out. Hold and cuddle your favorite stuffy. It always helps to calm me down. Take a nice slow breath in as you travel up the side of the square. When you reach the top, breathe out slowly across the top. Continue around the square until you can breathe calmly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Use your 5 senses. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can taste, and 1 thing you can smell. This will help to ground you and feel calm. It's always helpful to have friends there for you on your rough days. Thank you for coming to therapy with me. I'm so proud of you. Give yourself a round of applause. Mr. Twisty's Storytime Adventure is brought to you by Birthday Buddy, the magical birthday countdown companion, like Elf on a Shelf, but making birthdays magical. For more information, visit MrTwisty.com. Oh, I really love that story. It's helpful to be able to talk about how I feel. That was fun to think about. What did you love about the story? A guy comes in to clean up the dog poop at the park. His business is really picking up. Oh, that was bad. Here's another bad one. What happened when the dog went to the flea circus? He stole the show. I thought today I could make you a dog balloon animal since Vinny helped us learn to explore our feelings. Remember, my name is Mr. Twisty, and this has been Mr. Twisty's Storytime Adventures. Did you have fun? I certainly hope so. Please come back to my treehouse next week for another great adventure.
Mr. Twisty's Storytime Adventures. Mr. Twisty's Storytime Adventures. Mr. Twisty's Storytime Adventures. So much fun with Mr. Twisty.